Hey guys, look what we're eating. Oh fuck, sorry, it's my fault. Eating some cereal, guys. Get a look at this. I think this is what my third or fourth food stream. Sorry, my camera's not the best. This is what we're eating. Eating some Nutri. It's gonna be good. Also, we've got a few of these. Got a few of these left, and then shit. Sorry, guys. Let me get the. I left one in my bag. There we go. Got 4 of these left because I ate all the others. We're gonna eat some of this Nutri today, and you're gonna come along with me. Hopefully you enjoy. If this fucking camera stops moving, I'd really appreciate the cord. Stop doing that, please. Please. You gonna stop? Yes? Okay, thank you. There we go. That's better. That's better, boys. Girls and all genders in between. Also, been playing Modern Warfare. I'll show you some of the shit I've done. I don't know what's going on with my stats. I don't know if Cold War affected my stats, which I don't know how. But my KD was fucking 1.98 or 1.99, and now it's 1.96. It just went down one day. I don't know why the fuck it went down. Not that it matters, but you know, you get the point. Fucking, what's it called? I'll show you my guns. What it is that I'm using. So I recently got the PKM Obsidian, so I'll show you that. I'll show you my PKM Obsidian. So this is the PKM Obsidian with one of the blueprints. It looks really, really nice. Select the camo. This is Damascus, Platinum, Gold, and Stock. But yeah, got the Obsidian PKM. I have nearly 4,000 kills of it, so that's cool, I guess. Got the Obsidian SA87. I'll show you that real quick. This is what it looks like. Damascus, Platinum, Gold, Stock. Looks very nice. Very happy to have gotten it done. And I got the Bruin Obsidian as well, so that's also good. This is all done. I just did this yesterday. So I'm very happy this is done. Got 3 LMGs done. I'm gonna stop doing LMGs for a while. I was considering on doing the Holger and the MG34, but man, I'm just getting so burned out from doing these LMGs. SMGs, you guys already know. I've got some of these done. Like done the AUG. This is Obsidian as well. Obsidian, Damascus, Platinum, Gold, Stock. P90, Stock, Gold, Plat, Damascus, Obsidian, MP5, the most overpowered gun in the game that requires no skill, Stock, Gold, Platinum, Damascus, Obsidian. Never touching the MP5 because it doesn't require skill. Uzi, Obsidian, Damascus, Platinum, Gold, Stock. Bison as well. Not many people have this Obsidian. I don't even think I've seen a single guy with this Obsidian, except for like Phase Jev or some shit. Must be like the only one that actually has this gun done. Or at least that I know that I've actually seen. I think I know one guy, Phoenix for the win. I think he has like 20 something guns Obsidian, so probably more. I know he's done the PKM, the SA87. So he's probably on the M91 or maybe the MG34 as we speak. I know he's done most of the SMGs. He's done a few ARs, but yeah, this is what I'm grinding. So Got the bars on obsidian. I'm pretty sure I didn't show it fully. Yep. There we go. Bars on obsidian. I think this is my highest KD gun outside of the, before the vial was introduced, this was my highest KD gun. I think it's like 2.24 or some shit. I can go on mad streaks when I equip this gun, but I don't use it anymore. It's a bit boring. Damascus, gold, plat, stock, nothing too crazy there. MP7, I don't have this obsidian and I'm not touching it, although I will show you what it looked like. Show you what it looks like. Stock, gold, plat, Damascus. Trash gun, it's overpowered, not touching it. Striker, I don't know of a single person that has this gun. Obsidian. Obsidian striker. Damascus, platinum, very nice. Platinum was what I was running this on my striker for a very long time. Gold. Fennec, the ISO, the Fennec, and the MP7 I don't got obsidian. I've got a Damascus on the Fennec though, I'll show you that real quick. You might have seen it in some gameplays, but I'll show you. And I'm running the Silver Fox skin, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the Silver Fox skin looks so good on this gun. Give it a second, guys. What the fuck is that noise? Oh, it's Katie. Give it a second. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Gold looks fucking nice. Platinum's, it's pretty average. Damascus, oh dude. And then obviously obsidian covers that, but you know, gold and Damascus look very nice. I'm not doing the ISO's trash. Kilo. It's obsidian. Damascus. Platinum. Gold stock. That's right. Got obsidian, Damascus, platinum, gold, stock. Okay. Obsidian, Damascus, platinum, and gold. Gold, platinum, Damascus, obsidian, and... oh, that's right. Sorry. And the SKS is obsidian now. There you go, guys. How's that? Very nice. Damascus, platinum, gold. This is my first gold marksman rifle. It's easily my favourite. I've got like 3,000 kills of it. But yeah, I'm not going to be touching that gun anymore. That Damascus looks real weird. There we go, that looks a lot better. What about I use the 30 round mag? Take that off. Obviously I'm gonna run that. There we go, guys. I'm trying to grind this FAL obsidian. I've got 27 games done on it, so that's pretty good. The Fennec only has 10 games. I'm running these two at the same time. after I do the FAL, I'm probably going to do... I've been wanting to do the AN94 because I really enjoy this gun, but it's only got 4 games done on it, so probably not. Anyway. Oh, fuck me. Cord just keeps pulling. So that's what I'm running, guys, on my guns. I think my AMAX has like 12 games done on it. But after using the AK and getting nearly 6,000 kills of it, even though I had like 1,000 plus kills before I started grinding obsidian on it, but you get the point. I have like fucking nearly 6,000 kills with that gun, so I'm getting bored of using 7.62mm weapons, even though they're not overpowered by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not saying they're overpowered, I'm just bored of using them. But, in saying that, on my AK, I was running everything on my AK. I was running fucking all different types of setups. And not because I was like confused as to what to run. I wasn't confused at all. I was just having so much fun using this gun because of the way you can kit it. You can kit this like a small clip AMAX with 30 rounds instead of the 45 round max, but you get better recoil control. And you get a faster reload speed and quicker aim time. You just miss out on that 4-hit kill, 2-shot headshot at long range, slightly reduced range and bullet damage and shit, and bullet drop and whatnot. Not that that matters too much. This is what I was running on my AK for pretty much all the time I was using it. This is what I was running. Muzzle brake, Spetsnaz. Because even if a gun doesn't have a lot of side-to-side bounce, when you're shooting, and before you do get the idle sway, you'll want your gun to be consistent and accurate as soon as you start shooting. Problem with this setup is that your range isn't as good as a standard AK. So you'll need to shoot punch like 4 times instead of 3 times, but at very close ranges, this setup is just superior, because you still kill in 3 bullets, and yet it shoots faster. And the recoil is lower. Not that that matters. The recoil is... I actually can control the recoil just fine, even on a 7.62mm AK. I control it just fine. But this was the setup I was also using. I think I was using... was it the RPK barrel, this? And I think it was... the Merc foregrip. Was it with the Merc foregrip? I think it was. I can't remember if it was this, or if it was me taking that off and pulling fully loaded on. Yeah, I think this was my setup. This is my setup for a long time, because you got excellent range and recoil control, and your ADS time is still pretty good, but your movement speed is absolute trash. But yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, whenever I run the 7.62 AK, I usually run it like this. I usually run this. I do sometimes run the close quarters stock. I did run this for some time because the close quarters stock, you actually aim faster with the close quarters, but the skeleton, you aim 1 frame slower, but you get the aim walking movement speed. But in my opinion, if a gun has a skeleton stock, it's in your best interest to just use it and cop the ADS hit. Don't need the fully loaded perk because your gun shoots slower, the ammunition type's more popular, and you got 40 rounds instead of 30. And then you can run, you can either do one of two things. You can run a sight. I was running a sight sometimes. I was running the Cronin. By the way, I got new reticles done on my Cronin as well. Or rather the red dots in general. This is my new favourite red dot. I was using this one. Well, obviously everyone uses this one when you first start playing. And then I unlocked the carrot. A carrot was pretty good. I liked the carrot one, but it was the visibility on it was a bit dumb because it sort of like blocked people sometimes. This one, it's just perfect. The outlines just make it so easy to hit people at long ranges, so I was using that for some time. And then you'll run either a compensator, but then your aiming stability is trash, so what I was doing is I was sometimes doing this. So the commando cuts out the aiming instability on the compensator. These two remove the side-to-side bounce and upwards recoil. The stipwood helps with the sprint out times. The only problem is that you move really slow with the setup because you lose free movement points. But you don't even have to run recoil attachments. Sometimes you can just do this. You can sometimes just run this, and this, and then you can run like a sight of your choice, and then you can just run like fully loaded or a fucking laser sight. I was even running a laser sight and I think a sight at some point. Like I think I was running this at one point. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. The recoil, yeah, it's high, but come on, it's people who say the recoil on the AK is way too high for them. They're just M4 abusers, and Gror abusers. People that can't handle the recoil. That is easily my favourite gun to use, the AK, 100%. My next favourite gun, probably the Ram, and a close tie would be the Odin. But I'll show you my RAM setup. This is my RAM setup. When I first started playing, I was running this setup. I think I was running this. This is back in the day when I was very serious about making my ADS time really fast. So I didn't run like extended mags and bigger barrels and all that shit. I was more focused on ADS time. And like initial first shot accuracy and shit. Though the second half I still try to do though. But this setup, you run this, and then I think I was running a Merc foregrip or Commando foregrip. That's right, I was running the Commando foregrip. I was running this setup. But after becoming more used to the spawns and more used to the head glitches and more used to tackling enemies at long range, I very rarely use a silencer on the RAM at all. I don't use it because the RAM doesn't have, you don't have the time to be using a silencer. So what I use is I use 50 rounds and then I use this. If you're not using this barrel or this one, you can use the Ranger. But use the Ranger, you move too slow. And you need the compensator, sorry, not compensator. You need the commando to remove the side-to-side bounce on this gun because it's the recoil is actually heavy on this gun. Believe it or not, the recoil is actually fucking noticeable on this gun. Even I sometimes can't handle it sometimes, and I've got like fucking 5,500 kills with this gun. I think it's like 5.3, 5.2, some shit, very close to 5.5. Because if you take off the commando because you want to move faster, and then you put the muzzle brake, then your aiming instability is too high on a gun that already has trash aiming instability and trash recoil control, and the muzzle brake doesn't even help that much with the side-to-side bounce. At least on this gun, it doesn't help too much. The muzzle brake is actually really good, but just not on this gun. So I run that. This is my setup for a long time. I was running a sight because I was sick and tired of the iron sights because they're trash. But then I sort of just deal with it and put up with it. And also you need the extended mags because the gun only holds 30 rounds and shoots super duper fast. And unlike the Vial, which yes shoots even faster, the Vial does way more damage, so you can actually kill more people with one mag in the Vial than you can with the Ram. So in my eyes, you need the extended mag on this gun. So that's what I use on this gun. 50 rounds. This removes the side-to-side bounce. This removes aiming instability on the stippled. Aim faster. And this gun has 1 frame faster ADS time than the M4 and 1 movement point faster than the M4 and shoots about 60 rounds a minute faster. So with this you aim faster than an M4. You aim faster than an M4. And you shoot faster. And your 4-hit kill range is better, but your recoil control and magazine size is usually smaller because I see a lot of M4s with 60 rounds and shit, so... And you can't have no stock and 2 conversion kits, and... Also, running the short barrel on this gun, I see some people do it. Don't ever run the short barrel on this gun. Ever. Even on shipment, the recoil is insane. So I never run it. When I make my loadouts now, I focus on 3 things: range, fire, and initial first shot accuracy. They're the things I focus on. Because if you're not hitting the first shot in your gun, recoil isn't a thing if you can control it. If you can control it, it's fine. And then if you can control recoil, your aim time is effectively better because you're not running recoil attachments. Okay guys, just finished the Nutri-Grain. Nutri-Grain's all done now. So, I'll show you what it is that I run on some of my Obsidian guns. So I showed the RAM. This is my setup on the Odin. So for a while, when I first started using this gun, I did use the longer barrels, but I find they're absolutely fucking pointless with the way you can get the gun. You can use this. Manzilla is really nice. This Manzilla skin. The Manzilla skin that you can get. Here, I'll show you actually really quick. Fuck hell. Also, when you use the Odin, try to get the Black Ass skin. Don't get me wrong, the Odin's iron sights, they're pretty good. They're not horrible. They're not fucking like M13 horrible or fucking AN94 horrible or M4 with the fucking M4, I think it's the purest skin, or you know, 141 skin where it's got all that blockage and shit. But the Black Asp, it just removes that stupid ring and just puts a nice post, and it makes the sight a lot smaller. Here, I'll show you the difference. So you just click on this, Gunsmith. See that ring at the top there? What this does is the black ass skin, it just removes that ring. It's a bit hard to see because I've got the sight on, but I'll show you. See, it makes those posts to the side of the iron sight at the front smaller, and it removes that stupid ring. And the post, when you initially have the iron sights on the Odin with the first one that I showed you, it's a lot more thicker. This one is a lot smaller, and it's more downwards, so it's easier for you to see where you're shooting. So I know a lot of people don't like the iron sights on the Odin, even when they do run this black ass skin, but honestly, I just don't see the point in running a sight on most of the guns in this game. Almost all the guns in this game have good iron sights. Even the ones that I don't like still have decent iron sights. Like, I don't like the Ram's irons, but they're still not too bad compared to some guns I've fucking seen. So, the Manzilla has the exact same iron size as the Black Asp. It's just, you know, gold and black and a little bit grey and white and whatnot, so it's pretty cool. That's the skin I'm using. Main thing you want on this Odin, this is the main attachment you want. If you're not using this Colossus Suppressor, it's just a trash FAL. If you're not using this Colossus Suppressor, it's just an FAL that's full auto but has no one-shot headshot, shitty range. It's trash. If you're not running this Colossus Suppressor, which is the main attachment on this gun, yes, it makes your weapon really slow, but you need this attachment. You need this attachment. I was running 25 round mags, 420mm barrel. This increases your recoil, which makes it harder for you to hit targets and slows your bullets down a teeny tiny bit, which is noticeable at some ranges. But the main thing is that movement speed bonus cuts out the mag decrease bonus. The ADS time is very good on this weapon. I think it's like a 1 frame improvement. So it's pretty good, you know, that cuts out the Colossus Suppressor, and then you can run the stippled grip. For a while, I was also running, I think it was this, and the sight. What sight was I running? I think I was running the hollow sight, or I was running a red dot. I was also running that for some time, but then I changed. I took off the barrel because the recoil can sometimes be annoying. So I took that off, and now you get the full range boost, because with this you lose, I think it's 20% range, and I think this gives you like 40% range, so you take these off, that counters that. Only problem is that you now move slower and aim a bit slower, but what you do, because if you use this, and this, your aiming instability is trash and your recoil is higher. So what I decided to do is up to 25 to 30. In my opinion, I was wrong the entire time. Running 25 is pointless. If you're running 25, you might as well run 30. And if you're going to run 25 and you don't want to run 30, you might as well take off the 25 and just run stock. Like, if I play Warzone, this is what I use in Warzone. Shit, sorry. This is my Warzone setup. If I'm playing Warzone, this is what I'm running. But I usually take this off, and then I run this. There you go, guys. That's my setup. Stippled grip, close quarters combat stock. Stippled helps with the ADS time. That helps with the ADS time. This helps with the ADS time. So these 3 attachments counter that. Aim walking steadiness is countered by the tac laser. The slow reloads on the Odin are countered by the 30 round mags. Aiming instability on the stippled and the close quarters is countered by the tac laser. The tac laser helps with the ADS time and the accuracy of the weapon. Only problem is that with this setup, you're now moving slower and your position is given away. But you aim faster and you get more bullets and you get better range and better recoil control. So if you can, and no one really challenges an Odin at close range because it's pretty much an FAL and it's full auto, and because you've got the Colossus Suppressor, your 2-shot range is insane. The Colossus Suppressor does not increase your damage. I actually had an argument with this guy who was saying, and the Colossus Suppressor, it's basically just a monolithic suppressor, but your range increases better and it helps with your recoil. There's really no difference between the two, and the only difference is that the Colossus just takes it to the next level. It takes the range increase from, I think it was 7.5% on the monolithic to like 40%. So you get a massive range boost. So anyone who says, or the monolithic or the Colossus or whatever suppressor that it says damage range increases damage, it doesn't increase damage. It doesn't increase the actual values or the amount of shots to kill. All it does is increase the minimum and intermediate range drop-offs. It doesn't increase your maximum range drop-off because then, you know, well, that's your maximum. If you're at the 4-hit kill range, you're not going to be shooting the guy any more than 4 times. He's going to die. Unless you're playing like hardcore or Warzone, or you're playing like a modified server where you have like more health, that shit doesn't matter. But I'm not saying that the Odin's a fucking 4-hit kill, because it ain't. It's a 3-hit kill at long ranges and a 2-hit kill at close range. Obviously, if you put stopping power rounds when you headshot someone, it's a 1-hit kill. 2 hits at all ranges are stopping power rounds. Obviously, you don't want to be shooting people in the legs with this gun. You want to be hitting upper chest shots, so this is what I run. One setup that is also good is this setup. Where is it? Fucking hell. Stippled. So you still get that good range boost. You still get the good range boost, but it doesn't affect your ADS time nearly as much. So this is also a good range setup. But I don't see the point. Just take that off and just run the Colossus. That's what I run. So this is what I'm running on the Odin. I have like, I think it's 5,062 kills on the Odin. So I'll show you that real quick. There you go, 5,062 kills. 23% accuracy, 2 KD with it, 888 headshots. Trying to get this FAL obsidian, like I said before. Oh, that's right, I gotta show my kilo setup. I'll show you my kilo setup. I'll show you that real quick and then I'll end the stream. So that's what I run on the Odin. It pretty much doesn't change. Kilo's a little bit more versatile. I was running this setup for 90%, like maybe not 90%, maybe like 3/4 of the time I was running this gun. I was running 50 rounds. Problem with the Kilo, compared to say something like the Gruul or the M4, is the Kilo aims noticeably slower. And although the Kilo does fire, I think it's 20 rounds a minute faster than the Gruul, and it has better range, and it has the close quarters combat stock, so I mean, effectively it has a better ADS time, but with the way you would normally kit this gun, it doesn't. And the Gruul reloads a little bit faster, the Gruul's got slightly better iron sights, generally speaking, and because the ADS time is already 1 frame faster, you'll see a lot of Gruul users, they run this shit. To compete against Kilo users, you'll see this happen a lot, at least in multiplayer anyway, assuming you're not playing like Warzone or Grand War. So I see a lot of people just running this shit. Sometimes I'll run the Archangel barrel. Me, I run this, or I run the Nexus barrel occasionally. Don't run the Squall. Squall's trash. Just cop the ADS hit. The iron sights are trash on this barrel. The only reason you would use this barrel is if you don't want to use the ZLR drifter barrel and you don't want to lose a lot of your range. Because this affects your range, I think it's 20% range loss. I think it was 20 or 30% range loss. This only affects your range by 10%. However, this helps with your recoil control and your movement speed, and it helps with your ADS time more. So in my opinion, cop the range hit and you're going to move and aim faster. So and this barrel has pretty good iron sights. They're not the best, but they're nice, they're just fine. This one's fucking trash. The Nexus barrel is, in my opinion, better than the Archangel, because the Archangel, yes, the recoil on this thing is so fucking good, and the iron sights are really good, and the range is better, but the Nexus, you move a bit faster, and you aim 1 frame faster, so if I was going to be playing something like Grand War Warzone, this is what I'd be running. Stippled, and then I'd either run Silencer, Red Dot, or Fully Loaded or some shit. But yeah, I recently have been running the Season barrel. Seasons, pronounce it. It's okay, Season. This is what I run sometimes, and then I put either a Merc to get rid of that stupid side-to-side bounce. Problem is that when you run the Merc, you move slower when you aim, so running the Merc with this, they sort of like cut each other out, but I don't see the point in running that. So take that off, and then just put on like Fully Loaded or some shit. I was also running this setup. This setup is extremely fucking fast. The ADS time is ridiculously fast, the sprint out time is ridiculously fast. And in fact, you probably don't even need the... you probably don't even need that. You can take that off and then you can put like a silencer or some shit. But yeah, I don't use this setup on the Gruul. So anyway, back to the kilo, just because I was explaining the difference between the two and how you would kit them. So sandbar, it's probably my favourite skin. Also, if you're one of those people that runs a monolithic suppressor over an integral suppressor, you either one, haven't unlocked every attachment, 2, have picked up a gun off the ground, or 3, you're literally stupid and don't know what you're doing. Do not ever if you are ever running a monolithic integral suppressor, and then you go, nah, it's trash, and then you run the standard monolithic, what's the point? The ADS difference, like I think it was JGod, he did the comparison between the monolithic on the MP5 and the monolithic integral. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen someone run the monolithic and not the monolithic integral. The monolithic integral literally gives you like half a meter range advantage, and you don't get aim walking steadiness. And the only difference was like, I think it was like a 4% frame difference or some shit. I think it was like 4 milliseconds or some shit. It's like nothing. Like you might as well just. The only reason you would ever run this attachment is if you were doing this. Is if you didn't want to run this barrel because you wanted the range increase, because this does provide a range increase, but this provides more of a range increase, and it helps with recoil. And the bullet velocity is better, but the range is obviously a lot better. But you know, the main reason I wouldn't run this barrel, because you know, you move way too slow. So I would be running this. So I see a lot of people run this in Warzone. They run. Died to some shit cunt today using this setup because it was trash. In my opinion, using the longest barrel with 60 rounds and all these recoil attachments, it just proves that you're a trash player and you've got no recoil control skill and no gun skill. So I never run that setup at all. Sandbar. So I was running commando foregrip. So I was running 60 rounds, tactical foregrip, stippled. I think it was a Cronin. So I was running this setup for a long time because you get a big magazine and you get like no aiming instability. But then I was like, what's the point? And then I just started like, no, I don't like this new setup. So after like, you know, I think it was like a dozen or so games of it, like I probably have like a few hundred kills with this setup. It's not too bad, but I just don't see the point in it. So I just stopped using that. Took off that. Sometimes I do use this whole run like. This is another setup I was running a shit ton, like a lot. I was running this setup a lot. This is probably my go-to setup on the Kilo when I first started playing, because there's literally no reason to run it in any other way. But yeah, anyway guys, I don't use those guns anymore because I've already got them all obsidian. I'm not one of those people that gets a gun obsidian and just abuses it into the ground. You get the point. I'm gonna get going guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.